Hello and welcome to the Daily Windups afternoon update. This is the continental US and we have it on RGB false color imagery because it's daytime. And you can see here we still have the stalled front pushing eastward, a few storms in the east. And then right here up in northern Montana and North Dakota there's a very strong front beginning to push through. And there's a little bit of rain starting. Some storms will fill in late. This is Doppler radar out of, I believe it's Fargo, North Carolina. A few storms starting to pop up. As this moves eastward and southeastward today, very strong storms will develop. These are the lapse rates. These are the lapse rates for the Dakotas and Minnesota and Wisconsin. They're very steep. They're 6.5 to 8.5, even 9 degrees C per kilometer. So what this means is there's going to be a lot of gusty winds. There's going to be a lot of updrafts, downdrafts. It's going to be very windy. Now this is the NAM for tomorrow. And you can see this cold front pushing in. And also storms firing near Minnesota, Illinois, Indiana. Even Ohio is going to have to start looking out for some severe weather tomorrow. This is the SPC Day 1 outlook for today. As you can see, the eastern Dakotas, eastern Nebraska, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, they're all under the gun today, as well as the eastern U.S., the Mid-Atlantic to the Carolinas, all under the gun today. And this is the Day 2 outlook for the SPC Day 2 outlook for tomorrow. And we can see the storms have moved southeastward. The severe risk will be from, I would even say Ohio, definitely Indiana, Illinois, Missouri. All of these areas are going to be, it should be rather strong storms because this is a very strong front coming in. Now let's move on to the tropics. And as you can see, we have Invest 93L, soon to be Tropical Depression 8 or Gordon. And then down here we have the remnants of Tropical Depression 7, which isn't a threat for right now. It could become a threat later this week. This is the RGB false color image of Invest 93L. And it doesn't look too good. It looks sickly. A lot of dry air. Some shear, it's been lessening, but I don't expect this to become a very strong storm. And in any case, this will be moving out to sea. Here's a wider view of the remnants of Tropical Depression 7. It's over Belize and the Yucatan, Honduras. Lots of rain from this storm, or remnants of a storm. Here's a little closer up. And you can see there's no rotation. It's just an open wave, and it's moving towards the Yucatan, or actually it is actually over the Yucatan, and it should reemerge sometime tomorrow, or in the next 36 hours at least. And that's when the models start getting interesting. And these are the models for remnants of Tropical Depression 7. Right now they're not worth their salt. They have the system moving almost due west across Mexico and out into the Pacific Ocean. The GFS is much stronger, bringing it much further north off the Texas coastline. And this is the GFS 72 hours out, 3 days for Saturday the 18th. And you can see this large trough is dug clear into Texas through Florida. And what we have here is the storm that we've been talking about. It's just starting to get its act together in the Bay of Campeche. And the the GFS really wants to strengthen the system. And the strange thing is no other models are really picking up on this right now, but the GFS has been very, very consistent, at least for the last 3 to 4 days. And this is the GFS for next Tuesday, hour 144. And you can see we have a 1004 millibar low. Approaching tropical storm strength off the Texas Brownsville coast and moving into the Mexican mainland. Now the GFS run at 12Z, it's been doing some weird things with its track. This time it's taking it due west and then finally south into Mexico and back into the Bay of Campeche. However, with the front and the high, it would seem more likely that it would get hung up on the front and travel eastward out to the Atlantic, or possibly a little north or a little northwest into Texas. I don't see it heading south. That seems and finally, this is hour 186 for Wednesday, and as you can see, the GFS has it taking it inland over Mexico, which it's different than the past runs. Like I said, I believe it will come further north if it develops at all. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll continue monitoring. Thanks for watching. For the Daily Windup, I'm Donald Flowers.